Welcome everybody. This is Zero to Hero Golf, and I want to talk to you today about a big breakthrough that I had at the golf range, and I've been working on hip depth. I want you to notice just below my belt buckle and at the very top of my leg. Watch my belt buckle. It's actually going to point to the ground more right there. See that? As on the downswing as it starts, the belt buckle is going to point to the ground even more. So what's happening is the pelvis is actually tucking. My butt's sticking out a little bit. See that? And the crease in the pants below the belt is actually getting deeper right there in the downswing. Now there's still some things going on here that I notice. I'm still early extending. So this is all about the opposite of what we call hip extension, early hip extension, or early pelvis extension. So I've been working very hard on this and had a really big breakthrough over the last few days. And it's just been an amazing transformation. I picked up just a little bit of distance, but more than anything else, my shots are more solid. Now, I'm still not covering the ball with my chest as well as I should be, and I'm still hip flexing a little bit before impact. Struck really solid. Now's a really nice solid shot. Now look at here. You're going to see me tucking those hips back. Slow motion now, tucking it back. So I'm still extending a little bit early, but this is a big improvement. I'm doing the same thing here with the driver now. Watch my butt closest to the camera. See how it kind of sticks out like that? So what you're doing when I'm practicing here is you can see my left leg at the top is tucked in, my pelvis tucked in. So I'm going to hold it there and then tuck in my right pelvis at the same time. See that? So it's not just a rotation. We don't just rotate in golf. We don't just rotate our hips. We tuck, rotate, and move left. Or some people move left, tuck, and rotate. You can see it right there, right? So that was one of the biggest things for me to understand and learn, was that we don't just rotate with our hips in golf. We actually tuck the hips. We tuck the pelvis while we're rotating and moving left. So we have to blend all that together. We have to blend in tucking the pelvis, pointing the belt buckle more down, sticking the butt out a little bit like that, and rotate and move left. It all has to be blended together. Now today I actually hit a drive. I had a really, really good drive. Well, I don't know if you can see it in this video, but way out there is a flag way, way out there. And the flag's about 226 yards, and we had about a 10 to 15 mile per hour wind. We always have a lot of wind at this range in our face. It's a little bit right to left, but it's in the face. And I flew the ball pretty much all the way to the flag on the fly. And the difference was I felt like I didn't even have to try to do it. It was easy. So now you can see here in this still picture, it's really obvious, right? You notice how my right hip closest to the camera is the just below the belt buckle at the top of the leg, just below that pocket. You'll notice how the pelvis, the hips are tucked. Right, they're not sticking out. I'm not standing up. My pelvis isn't flat. My legs aren't flat with my belt buckle. Right? There's an angle there. And you'll notice that my right butt cheek is sticking out. My right arm is bent. And my right side's compressed. Now I haven't perfected this completely because it takes time. I just introduced this into my golf swing, and I gotta tell you, what a big difference. I was hitting some fat shots with the irons today, but when I did make solid contact, it was amazing. Really good divots. The ball was flying. I could hear the difference in the impact. So there's still some work to be done far as I noticed that I'm kind of quitting on my rotation and I'm extending my hips too soon. So Going to keep working to keep the rotation going. Once the pelvis tucks, we want to keep it tucked as long as we can, rotate, and then we do want to extend the hips. We want to extend them more towards the target, not towards the ball. So that's been the biggest change for me is to not have my hips extend and flatten out towards the ball, but instead towards the target. So you want to keep your butt, for me, keep your butt sticking out a little bit, keep your pelvis tucked in, keep your belt down towards the ball, and keep rotating. And if you keep rotating, the chest will stay over the ball, particularly with the irons and the hybrids and the woods, except for the driver is a little bit different with the driver. But even with the driver, you want that belt buckle to be pointing to the ground and keep rotating. And don't stall at the ball. Don't do hip inflection or hip extension at the ball. So anyway, I wanted to share that with everybody because I had a big breakthrough at the range. I'm really getting a very good feeling of going into hopefully the next year. I want to be very competitive, and I see 250-yard drives with carrying the ball 250 coming really soon. I can feel it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video today. Please subscribe and click that bell so you get notified of live videos, and watch me as I progress along and get better and better at this golf game. I'm having a great time doing it. Talk to you all again real soon. Bye-bye.